All right, good morning. It's 27th of February. It's really close to the open. We got about a minute. First, I started shorting this 410 area. I shorted it initially here on the E-minis, but I was kind of convinced by this belt loop candle on the 5-minute and the support of the 9 EMA to flip long instead. So I closed that pretty quickly within 30 minutes. And now I'm long. We got the open here in 30 seconds. So I'm expecting a push up into the 40-50 area. I mean, that would be at the 200 EMA, 200 MA on the 4-hour. But it would also be a little bit of a blow off of the 9 EMA on the daily. 430 area would be the first target, really. Some bullish headlines this morning, so kind of have the opinion that we have a reason to pump in the morning. Market just opened. Initial move was down really quick. Yeah, I mean, we had this 5-minute belt loop candle. It doesn't really mean much. My stop on this would probably be pretty tight. I'm going to keep it really tight, like under 406 or 405 or something like that. See how this 5-minute candle closes. High volume node right here. Again, I don't know how far back this volume and price is going. Expecting a bit of a cup and handle here into a blow off in the 430s area. Could fail or have a little dip early before that. It would definitely be better to be getting short here rather than long, so this is kind of a scalp play. It is kind of, overbought territory on the 5-minute. Definitely overbought on the 15, overbought on the hourly, so overall it's pretty overbought. Having a pre-market hour that's pretty solid green like that, I mean, you would think you'd get at least a little bit of follow through, but you could just as easily get a complete reversal. 413 is as high as it got. I mean, yeah, this week is pretty dicey. We don't really know what's going to happen. I wish I could see a weekly bar. Let me see. Can I see a weekly bar? I think I can actually, but it has to be in like minutes or something. Let's see. Looks like I should have stayed in the short, honestly. Yeah, so it's a complete break of that 9 EMA. Let's see if the 5-minute actually closes down here, though. It's definitely wicking underneath. We had a doji on the previous 5-minute. How does the 1-minute look? That was the bottom of the Bali bands on the 1-minute. Kind of a pretty big reversal. 20 seconds left, though. And this minute could just extend further and retrace the majority of this move. So I guess it was right to stay in the short. Should have just stuck to it. Let's see what plays out, though. So that minute that just closed was what? Was it solid red? It was more of a doji. Okay. Which should signal a bit of a reversal. Let's see if it actually follows through with the reversal for these last 2 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm going to try and get this to show me a custom time. Okay, so, geez, how many minutes are in a day? Let's see if it'll even work. Oops. There's 60 minutes in an hour. 1440. Let's just do 2 days and see if it even works. 2880. This is a 2-day chart. Wow, look at that. That's pretty solid. Okay, so I wonder if we can do, let's try to make this a weekly chart. This is a 5-day chart, basically. Yeah, cool. 120 hours, is that the same? I mean, that is 5 days. So this is a weekly, more or less. Still cascading down here on the 5. 20 seconds left in this 5-minute bar, and it looks like it's making new lows. So much for this long. Looks like it's not going to play out. It's kind of holding the EMA here, but not really. Breaking it on the E-minis. Typically this would swing wilder. The mini NASDAQ would swing wilder than the mini E-mini, or the micro E-mini. I should just say E-mini. I don't need to say micro. It's going to be tough. I mean, it's going to flash through this zone if it's going to keep going here, which it looks like it is. That was a quick retracement of the last 5-minute bar. Let's see, 10s to 5s. So it should come back about 5 points. Well, not 5 points, but 3 points? 4 points? Yeah, so it's going from 4 up to 7, about 3 points. That was about a quick 50% retracement. And now it's going to continue downward, it would seem. It's not dropping with very much gusto, and the RSI is resetting. The RSI is getting oversold, and we're not even that low. So still kind of bullish on this for a little bit more of a push to the upside. And we'll consider adding to it if we drop a little bit more. Maybe at 393 or something like that. That would be a VWAP retest. A little bounce off the Bolly bands. But yeah, RSI is getting oversold here. Kind of resetting on the NASDAQ. No volume today off the open, it looks like. Just a little bit. We're in the second 5-minute candle. We're about 2 minutes into the second 5-minute candle on the off the equity open. Real quick, the reports for today, we have durable orders that came out at 8:30 Eastern, so 7:30 Central, and yeah, it was an actual negative 4.5. Consensus was negative 3.9, so it was worse than expected, or I should say lower than expected. Yeah, so it's this. There's a strength in non-defense capital goods orders. So they're still up a lot after declining in December. Interesting. Huh. Just reading a report on the other screen here. So far, slow open. No real direction yet. Initially a downward push, but not very huge. Sideways play. NASDAQ still holding the 9 EMA, just barely. Doesn't want to give up. Really looks like it's about to, though. Let's see, we're going to have our first 15-minute bar of the open here in a minute. And it looks like it might even be green, which will be interesting. It did kind of bounce off the bottom of this high volume node. So it's still being held. It's actually bullish in my opinion, but really early, too early to tell. With the RSI being so oversold, I mean, probably going to see more push to the downside. Let's see. So it did about a pretty big retracement, 50-60% retrace, and now back at lows. Second 5-minute bar closing here in a bit, about a minute. Pretty slow day so far. Yeah, definitely a spot to be selling on the... All of my signals are basically saying sell, and I really only got out because of a single bar. So, and I decided to flip because of that bar. That was a bad call. This is probably going to flush down to 390s. Could see the initial move down and then a bounce to slightly higher highs. If it's super weak, then it'll just keep diving down like all day. But it's being held pretty... Seems to be holding so far. Could be an inside daily. The weekly, I mean, we're pretty much almost engulfing it to the upside. But this is the start of the week, right? So $223. Oh, this doesn't even... It's just counting like every day. This doesn't even look right. 222, 223. This is a daily. Yeah, this is just a daily. Okay, so this doesn't go up very high. Alright, I gotta switch platforms. The platform kind of blows. I don't know. I'll look at other platforms to get more to get higher time frame data. Good look at FinViz, I guess, or TradingView. TradingView is probably fine for daily and weekly. Let me actually pull that up. It's just that the front month is kind of strange with TradingView. Yeah, it definitely looks like a weird chop area on the daily or on the weekly. It looks like it's on the same price. Are we currently at 408? No, we're not. So it must be delayed data or something. I can't even show you that screen because it's on a different browser profile. But anyway. Yeah, I really don't want this to be sliding down for the rest of the day, but definitely could be setting up for that with the RSI so overblown. This was definitely a higher risk trade to go long up here, so I should probably keep it pretty tight. A little doji down here again in the 5-minute. Also push back through the 90 EMA and the 20 period EMA here. See if it actually stays up here. First 15-minute candle is going to be locked in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes 15, which might even be green. So we'll see. It's kind of what we want, right? Is a green 15. I don't have 10s here. Should probably get 10s. Let's see. Change this to 10 minutes. Bounce off the 90 EMA and the Bolly Band EMA on the 10. 10 needs to get up above, yeah, about 410 really. Otherwise it's going to be an inside bar. Or maybe downward more. We've got a 5 closing here in about a minute. Doesn't look like it has the mustard so far. Looks like it's treating the 90 EMA as resistance now. Might be the case here too. Lower Bolly band's coming up though, which is nice. So now lower Bolly band's down at 39.93. When we first entered, it was, well, it was like around 390, 39.90. So 39.93 is the lower Bolly band. The longer we wait here, the closer this Bolly band comes up, which is nice. Nice for us. On the range bars, it's still pretty freaking low. Not that it's respected on these range bars anyway. Pretty big rejection into the last 30 seconds here. 15 seconds left. Looking like it's going to be red on the 5 minute and 15. Definitely a red NASDAQ 15. Yeah, just printed that bar. Full-bodied red at the 9 EMA on the 15. On the 15, we're looking from 390 up to 415, about 25 points. So 12 points off of 39.90 would be about 402. So 4,000. 4,002. So this would be the 50% retrace on this move from in the AM here, 7 a.m. So that's about a 50% retrace. RSI is about reset, so still showing a bullish divergence, really slight, but it's there. On the lower time frames, no bearish divergence here, still bullish. I mean, this was just high RSI and then no hidden bull or anything, or hidden bear or anything like that. So this seems more like a reset than a change of trend. Could be completely wrong. But yeah, we'll look to add basically at the lower Bolly band here on the 5 minute. At 39.95 area. That will be the next high volume node. It'll be the next high volume node, and it's also the bottom of the standard Bolly bands. It's also the VWAP retest. A bunch of stuff there. But yeah, I should be getting in shorts more than longs. Longs are going to be a little tough, I think. Man, I can't believe I flipped long so easily. So on the 4 hour, a little extended. I mean, we just had a breakout 4 hour here. Well, engulfing 4 hour, I shouldn't say breakout. Should see some extension into the 430s, 420s area. Another 50% retrace on the candle. 4,010 to 4,002. It's about 405. Yeah. Well, even a little bit more than that, right? I guess 5 would be the 50%. Maybe 6. Yeah. Bears just didn't do a very good job, but yeah, definitely a better entry here, right? If we were to go long, this entry was pretty bad for a long. Going off a belt loop, I was just playing way too tight. Let me get this to E-minis actually, or micros. Okay, yeah, look at this short. Got out here. Would have been a little bit of heat and then worked out to the downside. At the 1 minute VWAP, this should be the same. Oh no, it's different. Okay. So definitely expecting a bounce off 4K, but willing to add down at 39.95 if we get down there. It just looks more like a reset than it does a change of trend. I should probably show how I ended up doing on. I don't think I even put in a note for Friday. That was bad of me. My browser's being awfully slow right now. Yeah, so it's down. The journal says I was down, but my platform said I was up, which is interesting. I need to look into that actually. Oh, it's because I held something from like the previous day or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. Still not a very convincing drop. Had a test of 4,001. Coming back up. 9 EMA is probably, I mean, it's been acting as resistance now, so that would signify a change of trend. But it's such a short time frame, you know. The 15-minute on the NASDAQ showing a bit of a bounce. Hasn't closed yet. Another 10 minutes until we get our first 30-minute candle. So far, looks like a healthy retrace of the pump. 70 to 150, almost 100 points on NASDAQ. So half of that would be roughly 50, right? 45, something like that. So we're looking at basically right here, 115, 110. Maybe even down to 105. So I could hedge by going short on NASDAQ if I feel there's going to be a continuation lower. But I don't feel that. Doesn't seem like there's going to be. There's definitely not very much gusto behind this move. Why is this telling me I have an alert? Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Yeah, pretty boring. Boring, open. I think we get a report here in 10 minutes too. 8 minutes now. We'll get a report for... Oh, I didn't even check earnings today. There's no morning earnings today of any significance. Nothing over 17 billion in market cap. So at 10 o'clock we'll get pending home sales. Consensus is a 1% growth. So we'll see about that. That'll be for January. Pending home sales. Interesting. Almost back to our entry here. Pushing into the 20 EMA for the Bolly bands, pushing through the 9 EMA. Let's see if it actually closes up here. Okay, wow. Looks like it might even engulf. First 30-minute bar might be green. 15-minute bar here might be engulfing. Got another 7 minutes though. All the way back up to our entry now. It's nice. It's a pretty strong bar. It's got another minute 30 though. Let's see if it can close up here. So far, looks okay. Seems to be a rejection of that drop so far. 401, 402 was the 50% retrace of this move. So, should see it at least retest highs or come close to. But really kind of depends here on how this bar closes. Another minute left, another 50 seconds in this 5-minute bar. Man, this is, I don't even have any here. Okay, let's delete this one too. Got no reason to show me this notification. 30 seconds left in this 5-minute bar. Looks like they're trying to push it. No. So far, still up quite a bit from 402. I mean, 5 points off it. 15 seconds left in this 5-minute bar. Let's see if they can get it over 410s. This is going to be one, yeah, so we just had the 5-minute bar print. One more 5-minute bar and we'll be closing the 30-minute. I mean, this will be the 30-minute close now. So we put in our like 50% retrace on NASDAQ. How come I don't have a 30 on here? What? Okay, 30 on the E-mini. Wow, looks pretty, looks like it's either going to be a doji or bullish. So really, it's got to get up over 415s here to continue this trend. Otherwise, it's just going to chop some more. Deep dip though, really deep dip. That was the 50%, like I said, from this bottom of this little move right here. Making it green on the 30. Nice. We're still looking for 40-20s at least. 20 points. We took 20 points of heat, so the least we can do is get 20 points of juice. Still looks like a lot of pinners on the NASDAQ on the 5. Not pinners, but a lot of whiskers to the upside. Bears are strong. They might be giving up though. Let's see. Let's see how the volume is here on the 1 minute. It's really just been kind of dropping off since the open. And let's see if, you know, this up move gets any volume. Got another 3 minutes until we're closing this 30-minute bar. So far, our trades at break even. It is kind of grinding to the upside though. Also, we get this report in 5 minutes. This could be setting up a little bit of a bear trap. It's pending home sales. I mean, it's kind of like if it's up, if we've got a lot of pending home sales, it's bad because of inflation. If it's low, it's bad because of the economy, because it's bad for the economy. So unless we price in, unless the market prices in that there's going to be that, you know, that lower pending home sales is good, but I don't know. No clue in that regard. Man, almost want to just get out here for a break even. Kind of don't want to hold into the report, you know. 2 minutes left until the report and until the 30-minute bar closes. First 30-minute bar we have, which is going to be green, it looks like. Yep, looks pretty greeny weeny. Still looking for 40-20s. Strong bar. Should see higher price, lower RSI on the range bars if we're getting close to our blow off. So we're pretty close, actually. Pretty close to blow off prices. See how high it would go. 40-25s, 40-20s perhaps. Minute 15 until we get this report for pending home sales. Pretty quiet morning so far. I might just put a break-even stop in. I really don't want to be holding something against me, you know, because of a stupid report. Okay, it's pushing highs. That's nice. Pushing highs for us. Reports in less than a minute, so let's see. Came down to 401s. Now we're up at 415s, so we're pushing new highs with the lower RSI on the range bars. We definitely want at least 4020s. We just pushed new highs, RSIs. I mean, it's showing bearish divergence now, so kind of sloppy. 20 seconds until we get the report. Pending home sales. My data is delayed for that report, so I'm just gonna have to go off of price action here. We know it's gonna be somewhat volatile, right? So got about 5 seconds left. Let's see. Just put a stop in. Pushing new highs still. Okay, looks like medium impact. Not too impactful on price so far. Pushing new highs. Trying to anyway. Yeah, a little bit of divergence there, but otherwise not much gusto. I don't know if I want to hold this to target now. Just put a stop in here. Make it a little lower. Alright, our stop was hit. I just don't know what that report says, so probably should have just held the target. Whatever. Slow day. Let me see if I got the data for that report. Actual was 8.1. Holy shit. Consensus was 1% growth. Growth was 8.1. Whoa. It's a lot of friggin' pending home sales. So yeah, we just got shook out on a report of a lot of pending home sales. But we held through a bunch of heat and made some money. I want to be entering a short here soon. Probably should have just checked that report instead of getting out so quickly. Yeah. What's this move from 106 to 150? So about a 25 retrace. A little bit lower. What a boring morning. I'll be looking to enter a short and fade the second half of the day. That's my plan anyway. I'm expecting a push maybe up to 450s, like I said earlier, maybe into 430s. So that's what I was trying to ride. I was trying to ride it into that space here and just couldn't hold my spaghetti. So not really prepared to get long again here, even though it's just a few points above my previous entry. Let's see. I mean, 4012s, 4014s. I got out right on the low tick there. Yeah, I guess I can get long again. Try to ride it into 4020s. I don't know. This is a bad spot to get long. I'm just not going to do anything. I had two trades that I got out of for very little. What's funny is this was really just coming back to still being in the money. It didn't even go out of the money. So I think I was just too P&L focused on this trade. It's probably going to go up to my target now. Best thing to do is probably just let it go. I don't want to overtrade and enter in a poor spot. I mean, that previous entry was pretty poor. So 40.25, I'll enter a short. I'm just going to put it in there right now. And then I'll add to it in the 40-50s if we even get up there. And it might even, I don't know how long I'll hold that, but we'll see. I forget, each point is $1, something like that, right? Each point is $5. No. Each point is like, what is that? I guess that's almost 2 points, right? Yeah, so each point is $5. So for 25 points, that's 125 bucks. So we're gonna be risking about $300 or $400 on this short trade coming up. And this is on micros. And that's even like a tight trade in my opinion. So yes, obviously should have continued holding. This would have been, I don't know, from 10 to 20, so $50 almost here in the money. Yeah, slow upward grind this morning, and just I'm a little too anxious. Mondays are always my hardest day, so I don't even know if 40.25 is a good level to enter that. But yeah, maybe even 40.35. Look at how overbought this looks on the hourly. Jeez. I mean, to me, this looks like it's ready for a blow-off. Man, I can't believe I got out so, for like $7.50. Jeez. I took like $50 a heat and then got out for $10. I mean, so far it's a green day, but still. All right. Well, I'm gonna go do other things, my other rituals. I still need to do some yoga. I still need to eat breakfast. Need to get some coding done. And yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna look to enter short as soon as we get up into these 425s, 435s area. And yeah, that might be a multi-day hold. We'll see. But maybe I'll take heat up to 450, 40.50. My stop will probably be like 41s or something like that. Keep it super wide. And just practice holding to deeper targets. So with a stop at 41, basically going to have a target of like 39 something. I mean, it's just grinding up here so slowly, really taking its time. If it's coming up really slow like this, I mean, it shows that it's going to eventually, when it hits resistance, it's less likely to blow through it because it's just kind of grinding up. At the same time, if it puts in a lot of volume close to a resistance point, it would also signal that it might break it. So, I mean, it really just depends on your perspective. I can't believe the pending home sales were so high. 8.1% change in the positive direction. Like, what the hell? People are buying houses? Contract signings rose for the second straight month, registering the largest month increase since June 2020. Pending sales is up month over month in all 4 regions, but it's dropped compared to 1 year ago. Oh, okay. All right, well, that's kind of bullish. It's good. If it's lower than last year, but still up. So yeah, it would have officially been about $50 in the money here. Got out of it like a dummy. It's actually starting to climb pretty quick. I'm going to move my entry up a little bit. I'm going to put it up here at 28s. So this would have been $70 in the money. Definitely getting to oversold or overbought territory on the range bars here. This is going back to the 23rd. Going back multiple days. On the range bars, it does look kind of strong. Definitely oversold or overbought on the 5. Daily, we're getting pretty much exactly what we said we would. Considering entering short here, honestly. No real signs other than just like extreme extension. Some divergence on the... There's some divergence on the range bars at least. I think I'm going to go ahead and get a short in here. Come on. Excuse me. God bless me. All right. So yeah, we kind of chased this short, a little bit impatient. Prepared to add to it if we get up to like 40, 50s. But otherwise, yeah, shooting for a target of at least 4s. Bottom of this high volume node. Honestly, probably further. Lower volley band, honestly. Which is at 4. Yeah. And probably should hold for lower, honestly. Getting some increasing volume on this uptrend, though. And we haven't seen a drop in volume yet. It's just been increasing. We might see one more leg up. Look at these legs. Or not legs, but, you know. Every thrust has been stronger than the last. There's only been 2 so far. What was the open high low on this? Man, I wish this would show better. Okay, there we go. 5,000 volume, 6,000 volume. So yeah, someone's just stepping in every 4 minutes. Every 5 minutes. So yeah, we should be seeing another push here soon of similar volume. But with 2 of them like that, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to continue doing the same thing. Kind of looks like it. All right, we're playing short. We're going to hold this short, like I said, until 40s or maybe down through 40s. If we push new lows, I mean, yeah, then we're just holding this for a while, 100 points or something. So we'll let this run. And yeah, I'll probably catch you guys tomorrow and we can review then. I actually forgot to put a note in for Friday. And something was up with the journal. I can show you real quick. Oh, I guess I can't show you. Was it minimized? Is that why I couldn't show you? Oh, it's black. Okay, whatever. I guess I'll show you guys tomorrow. So yeah, make sure you're trading conservatively. Look at higher time frames. It's really hard to trade the noise and the lower stuff. So focus on higher time frames. Nice wide stops. Trade small so you're not emotional in your trading. So you're not focused on P&L. And practice scaling, have hard stops. So my stop on this is going to be 4,100, which is pretty wide, really, really wide. I mean, that's risking whatever 80 times 5 is, almost 500 bucks, honestly. Pretty big. I might chop that then and have the stop at like 40.60 or 40.50. And yeah, because if we're closing over 40.50, then that's starting to get kind of bullish. Let me just think. So if we got, yeah, $400 would be an 80-point stop on the E-minis, micro E-minis. So yeah, maybe I'll just scalp this, but ideally I want to hold for a bigger slump down into lows down into the low of the Bolly band on like the hourly or something. They ran it down, got rejected off the bottom here. Now we're going to run it up. Most likely get rejected off the top. It'll line up with the 200 EMA on the, or 200 MA on the hourly. 4 hour at 200 MA is at 40.60 above the Bolly band. Probably not going to hit it. Hourly also above the Bolly band. But I mean, on the hourly, this just looks like a great spot to get short. Look how overbought this looks. So yeah, most likely, I mean, we're in a downtrend. Most likely, we're gonna make a decent sum on this. Probably have a target of 39.75 or something, or even new lows. This is just crazy overbought, and we'll see. Probably take a little bit more heat before we go down. Might even see divergence on the hourly before we start going down. Like a bearish divergence, like similar to what this was having. So we had a higher price here. Not higher than this pinner, but higher price on average, but lower RSI. And then we had crazy drop. It's kind of hard to read this just because it's like, it's kind of mushed together. 4 hour, yeah, same thing. So a little bit of bullish divergence here. It's not as noticeable in the 4 hour. Yeah, on the 4 hour, we still have some room for the upside. Okay, anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and yeah, we'll take it up from then, see where we're at. So far, we are making a little bit of headway into the drawdown on the account. We'll just try to keep that up by having wide stops and being super patient with these plays. And that's it. I always want to wait a little bit so that the stream doesn't get cut off like mid-sentence or something.